So I lost my kuya about 2 months ago. It was sudden and it was painful, of course. It still hurts to this day. And I know I'm sharing something really intimate and very personal with you. Ganun eh. What I want to share with you today hits home and it hits deep. It's about overall health. And specifically, how to lose belly fat. Kapag malaki ang tiyan mo, it's indicative of health issues. Hindi palagi, no? Pero malamang sa malamang, if you have a protruding belly, if you're obese, and if you're in your 40s or late 30s, baka may problema na and you need to get checked. And this video is about how to lose belly fat, as I mentioned, paano magpalit ng tiyan. Pero in the process of trying to eliminate your belly fat, maraming benefits eh. Overall health na damay dyan, trust me. So I have two major pieces of advice. No, dalawa major, pero I'd be giving pockets of advice here and there as we go, okay? Number one, first piece of advice when it comes to losing belly fat: sit-ups do not work. Say that again, sit-ups do not work. Pag malaki ang tiyan mo, it's covered in fat. You have to get rid of the fat. Do something else, because sit-ups won't do you anything. Titigas lang ang tiyan mo, that's good, no? May ibang benefits dyan. What we have to do instead is improve our relationship with food, do resistance training, and do cardio. You can incorporate sit-ups, pero hindi lang yon ang dapat mong gawin. So why do many people still believe in sit-ups? Hindi ko sinasabing tanggalin niya yung totally, do it as part of your overall workout, but sit-ups alone don't work. Pero maraming tao naniniwala sa sit-ups alone will reduce their belly fat. Bakit? These people are of the old mindset na spot reduction works. Okay, ano ba ang spot reduction? You're gonna work only one part of your body para mawala yung taba dun sa part na yun. That's wrong. Spot reduction does not work. There's no such thing as spot reduction. Example, no, yung flabby arms. You got dreaded hello, goodbye, and you wave. Tapos you get that jiggle on your arms, no? So magta-tricep pull down ka, Pero if you're heavy set, pagpataba ka, pagbalot ng taba yan, hindi ka makakakuha ng results dyan. Yes, do it. Yes, gawin mo yan. Pero hindi lang yon dapat. You have to incorporate, as I mentioned, overall strength training and cardio, and improving your relationship with food. Magbabawas ka. Overall, there is no easy fix. So if I'm gonna sum up advice number one, serious advice on how to lose belly fat, advice number one is this: do not believe in spot reduction. There is no easy fix. It's an overall thing. Yes, you have to put in the work, man. Get to advice number two, I'll have you know that I am not a nutritionist, I am not a fitness professional, I'm not a doctor, none of those. I'm just a guy with common sense who does a lot of research. But of course, if you have access to a healthcare professional, a doctor, a nutritionist, fitness coach, consult them, of course. And you'll find na marami naman parallels between what I'm saying and what they're gonna advise you. Basic ito, basic. So, take it or leave it. That's the deal. Diba? So I did say earlier that this is just two major pieces of advice when it comes to fat loss, for me at least. Advice number 2, simple lang. Fat loss, belly fat loss is so much easier if you understand and embrace that this is about caloric deficits. Caloric deficits. Let me explain. This is basically about understanding the margin that you create when you eat and when you expend energy. So ito yung kain versus exercise, kain versus galaw-galaw. You should be burning more than what you take in. Okay? And to be able to understand that better, you have to know kung ilang calories yung kinakain mo. There's a little bit of work and research required here, a little bit of knowledge has to be acquired to understand this. And to know the caloric content of certain foods, may mga website naman dyan. Ano ba ang caloric content ng isang tapsilog na plato? You can find that on Google. May mga apps din that can aid you in determining calorie contents of certain dishes. So that way, kain ka, alam mo kung ano susunugin mo. Okay, for example, 1 cup of rice. Well documented ito. Alam na lahat ng mga fitness experts to na 1 cup of rice is about 200 calories. Kung gusto mo sunugin yung kinain mong 1 cup of rice, mag-workout ka at tingnan mo yung computer mo, tingnan mo yung watch mo, tingnan mo yung fitness band mo, kung ilang calories na nasunog mo. If you've burnt 200 or more, you've created a caloric deficit doon at least sa kanin na kinain mo. Okay, so extrapolate mo lang yan. Understand that concept. My glasses are fogging up. What's going on? So, alam niyo, isang malaking tulong. It's hanging out with people who are committed to fitness. Diba? Kaya maganda kung may cycling group ka, or if you have a run group, no? You're around people who are committed to fitness. More or less. Yan ang sitwasyon dyan. If you see them improving, if you see them doing well, madadala ka eh. You're around people who know what they're doing too. You're gonna learn a lot of stuff from them. You've heard of the saying, if you want to know how to get to a certain place, ask somebody who's been there. Sometimes you're lazy to get up in the morning to go on that bike ride, pero the thought na may mga kasama kang friends, sometimes that's enough for you to go out and ride that bike. Diba? Hanging out with them sometimes is the highlight of the ride eh. Hindi yung ride mismo, but just being with your friends. Tambay kayo, coffee kayo. Share your fitness routines. Maganda yan. Just basically hanging out and being with friends. Na may ride pa na kasama. What could be better than that, di ba? So, yep, hang out with people who are committed to health and fitness. Daan muna tayo ng bike shop. Bili tayo ng bike degreaser. Okay, they're open. Looking good. Jirek! Tingin lang tayo ng bike degreaser. Yung available dito, imported eh, mahal. Degreaser, 1,500. Magandang klase, no? Imported, but all I need is a simple bike degreaser. Yung mga nasa bote lang na tigba 100, 200. And I've been told na meron naman sa mga Shopee, Lazada. So yun na lang. Cheapskate. Cheap as fuck. My brother was 46 when he passed. 2 weeks away from turning 47. I love my brother dearly and I miss him so much. He died of a heart attack. Caught us all by surprise. And since his passing, malaking pinagbago ko. I realized a few things. Tagal mo nang alam, pero mas tumatak sa'yo. Ano-ano to? First, the consciousness about health talaga. You'll realize na health is wealth. Yan talaga yan. Cliche yan, but without health, you have nothing, man. Anhin mo yaman mo kung may sakit ka. Diba? Buti kung mayaman ka, mahirap yun. Wala ka nang pera, may sakit ka pa. Diba? But you have to take care of your health. At the end of the day, tao may sakit, buong pamilya mo worried, bibigyan mo din sila ng problema. It's physically, mentally, and financially draining to get sick. So isa yan. The realization that health is wealth. And since my brother's passing, I've become more mellow. Mas mahinahon na ako. It would take a lot more to trigger me. No, hindi na ako madaling pumutik, so to speak. I don't sweat the small stuff anymore. Nangyayari pa rin, but I'm a lot more mellow. Maliit na bagay na lang yan. Yan ang usually mindset ko eh. Shouldn't be as agitated or as phased as before. Nawalan ako ng kapatid eh. What could be worse than losing a family member, di ba? So, I'm a lot more mellow and, you know, I treat life as something as... life is short. That's what I want to say, I guess. I hug my family tighter and longer. Pahiram lang lahat sa atin kasi yan eh.